Hello everyone, it's Kit Carson here in front of Angelina's Pizza, and you know what I do. I talk to the rock stars, the heroes, and the gods. It's what I do. I do it all night long too, some days all day long. And today is a special day. It's a day after a hurricane.
Yay!
We're having hurricane parties everywhere, aren't we? Anyway, I've got a beautiful young lady with me tonight. I'd like you to tell everyone your name.
Everybody wants to sit with Kit.
Roseann Kaufman.
Roseann Kaufman. Where are you originally from?
I'm from Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Hot Springs, Arkansas. What brought you to Key West?
So it's kind of a funny story, but my best friend in Arkansas, September 21, she said, hey, it's my bucket list trip, let's go to Key West. So we drove 1,000 miles and we came here and we hadn't even done anything, just got around the triangle, and I exhaled for the first time in, I guess, 47 years at that time.
Exhaled?
So, exhaled. So a year later, I moved here.
Wow. Wow. A year later, you moved here. So what is your claim to fame back in Arkansas?
I'm an awesome insurance agent.
An awesome insurance. So is that...
That's what I do here, too.
Huh?
That's what I do here, too.
So what kind of insurance do you do?
P&C, property and casualty, home, auto, commercial.
Okay, get with me.
Yeah.
I'd go ahead and throw it out there. I got all kinds of stuff that could be insured.
Okay. I'll give you my card.
I can't wait. That's perfect. It's just what I need. So you do insurance here. It's probably it's not a real glamorous job, but everybody needs some form of something somewhere in their life.
Yes.
Almost always.
Yes.
I mean, I don't even know how much I pay in insurance, but I bet you it's a lot. Between businesses and homes and property and health, I bet it's probably 150, maybe closer to 200,000 a year.
Probably.
I bet. It's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's bad.
I mean,
it's really bad here.
It's horrible, and it's not getting any better.
It will not get
and
any
it
better.
Won't get any better. Yay! Yay for you.
I take so it's an evil necessity.
Yeah, it is.
And I take the evil out of it.
Oh, do you? What do you put in place of evil?
My sweetness.
Oh.
And I explain things, and
Perfect.
I always try to find the best deal with the best coverage.
Perfect. So let's just, go ahead and do a commercial for you.
Okay.
Do you work for yourself or do you work with? Who do you work with?
Southernmost Insurance.
Southernmost
Kennedy
Insurance.
Drive.
Okay. So if anybody needs insurance, go see you at Southernmost Insurance?
Yes.
Where's it located?
It is 1010 Kennedy Drive, Suite 300.
Suite 300. We all know that one. It's perfect. So you've been here
over 2 years.
2 years? How do you like it?
I love it.
You exhale? You do breathe in now?
Yes.
Breathe in and out?
And out.
Perfect. So are you still married?
No.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Okay.
I was divorced. I was divorced before I moved here.
Oh, were you? Okay. So how many boyfriends do you have here?
I have none.
9? That sounds about right.
Zero.
None?
Zero.
Oh, 0? Whoa. And she sells insurance. Got a real job?
I am single and
what
I
in the
am
world?
Not mingling. I want a sabbatical.
Okay, so, all right, so you've got some passions that I'm going to take it. Are you an artist?
No. Well, I used to write poetry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you love the water?
I do.
Okay, there we go. So you're passionate about being on the water?
Yes.
What kind of boat do you have?
I have a 1989 Carver Voyager.
What size is that?
28 foot.
28
28.
foot? So that's real manageable for one person, but big enough for two.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice boat. Where do you keep it?
Sunset Marina.
So do you live on it?
Yes.
Do you? All right. So let's get to some burning questions here.
Okay.
How's life on the boat?
It's good.
Yeah?
It's good. Sometimes I miss having a bathtub. Sometimes I miss having an oven. But I like my privacy.
Yeah?
I love seeing little, what are they called? Cassiopeas, the little jellyfish.
Yeah.
Manatees, the sunsets, the sunrises. So
Do you take the boat out from the dock? It stays at the dock
it's just my house.
24/7?
Yeah.
Do you have any desire to learn how to sail?
Do what?
Do you sail? Do you know how?
No, but I have been a first mate for some friends.
Right.
So
So is the boat? Would it go under sail? Does it have a motor?
yes,
has
it's not a sailboat. It's
Okay.
it's a motorboat.
It's a motorboat. Oh, okay. A 28-foot Carver.
Carver.
Carver? I'm trying to picture what that is exactly.
So basically, if you were inside the boat,
Yeah.
it looks like late 80s, early 90s camper. You
Yeah.
know, like a camper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I got you. My wife has a houseboat, and it's a 38-foot Gibson, and that's exactly what it looks like. And, so let me, even though I think hers was built in 90, it looks like a 1970s trailer.
Yeah. Mine isn't that cute. It really isn't.
Well, you can make it cute. It
I
takes
can't-
some work.
But I'm not a tutti frutti girl, so I don't decorate. It looks
Functional.
exactly like it did when I got it.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. So, you went through 2 hurricanes. How was that?
It was okay.
Yeah?
I was really nervous because I do not like storms. I went through a tornado in Arkansas where it ripped my roof off in 2008. So I get really nervous, but it was not bad. I barely feel my boat rocking.
It really, we got really super lucky.
Very lucky.
I mean, it was, in the scheme of things, it could have been so much
So
worse.
bad.
You know, I mean, so I feel blessed that we
too.
got away with 2 in a row.
Yeah,
However, I'm worried about the next one,
me too.
you know, so, yeah, just,
It's scary.
you know, well, so my wife and I, we were out of town. We left town right at the end of Helena, and we had a trip to Oregon, and it was hell getting out of here. But we got out of here and got there. And it was a wedding. It was a long weekend for me. And when she came back, her biggest thing was it was the mooring ball. The bridle had wrapped around the mooring ball, and it was all boogered up mess. So we had to get that undone, and we kind of screwed around and took in my opinion, we should have done it probably 2 days earlier. Well, we realized that one of the bridle lines was really frayed pretty bad. So then Monday, in a gale force wind, she's out by herself putting this bridle on, and I'm
Wow.
like, you are a crazy ass woman.
That's awesome.
Crazy, just
That's awesome.
freaking crazy.
That's awesome.
And if she had waited 2 hours, I told her I can help you after 2, and it was really wasn't calm, but it was one of those
Yeah.
where they had passed through. I mean, it was just wind and rain, and at 2 o'clock it was sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
get it.
She goes, "It's okay, I got it."
Well, it's funny, like where I live.
The sunset?
I
Yeah.
don't feel like I feel like that's kind of easy boat living.
Yeah.
And I have friends that live off, on the hook with anchor and
Oh, yeah.
the mooring ball. And I really have a lot of respect for them. You know,
You're almost like a floating apartment.
mine's almost. I'm kind of bougie.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I mean, you could drive your car up to the dock and walk to your front door.
I put a poncho on and be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
for like,
it's bougie.
it's not hard.
Yeah. I mean, my arduous ride is literally from my front door of my house to on my moped to the dinghy dock to the houseboat. Takes me 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
And I feel like, oh my God, it's like an all-day adventure, but it's so easy.
Yeah.
It's super easy. You know.
but
But even that is it's interesting living on a sailboat, or
Yeah.
you're living on a motorboat.
Yeah.
Living on a boat of any kind
it
is
it's like camping 24/7.
it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's simple, and I like it. I like simple.
Yeah, you don't have to do you have water hookup, and that makes it a lot easier. You're schlepping gallons of water back and forth. If you don't have a water maker, that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
It's like, what was I gonna say? Like, I shower at the marina shower
Right.
because I'm super tall, and my bathroom's like tiny.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like a camper, so it's over the toilet, so everything gets wet if you shower in your bathroom.
Perfect for 4 foot tall, but
not a 5'10" girl. No.
Yeah.
So that's really the most difficult thing, and it's not even that difficult.
And you've got a pool with your boat.
I have to pay for it, but yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I have to pay extra.
It's not cheap living out there.
No. But it's cheaper than living on land. So.
That's true. I've got a couple of friends that live out there at Sunset, and some of those apartments, I don't even know where. I've been out there like once or twice, but those of us that live in Key West, that's like driving to Marathon. It's like, I just don't want to do it unless I absolutely have to. We're so damn lazy here.
It's so tiny, but even me, that's another reason why I moved here. I hate to drive.
Yeah.
And I don't like traffic. I don't like all that busy stuff.
Well, you only have to, from your boat to your job is what, about
1.5 miles.
I was going to say maybe 2 miles.
And I'm like,
1.5. So you got an electric bike yet?
I did have one. I was riding it. It was a week after I moved here in August of 22.
Oh boy.
And I won't tell the whole story, but anyway, I broke my hip. I was skateboarding my bike around one of those little jogger girls with the earbuds, and she wouldn't kind of move out of my way, so I'm kind of passive, or I was, because I'm Southern. And I was like, oh, let me just scoot by, and I was like, and I went on the triangle. I went off the curb and broke my hip and spent a week in the hospital. So I don't do electric bikes. I don't do bikes.
Okay, Grace.
Yeah.
I guess not. So dancing's not your thing, huh?
I can dance.
You can dance,
I can.
but you were never like a dancer, like a ballerina.
No, but
okay.
I used to line dance in my 20s.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Something you could stomp your feet to. I get you. So do you miss Arkansas?
Not really. I miss my people.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I miss the country. I moved here from Alabama.
Oh, right on.
I went to Troy University, and I grew up in the South predominantly, and I lately had a real strong calling for the woods. It's like, and it didn't help that we went to Oregon for basically, I left here on Thursday and came back on Monday, and on Sunday I did, it was like a 2-mile hike around 3 waterfalls.
That's nice.
And that doesn't make you, it feeds into it, but it also feeds into that yearning to go like, man.
Do you want to go back?
I don't know. I don't know where I would. I don't want to go back anywhere, really. No, that's not true. There's a few places I go back.
Yeah.
I go back to Greece, but I know that I need to spend more time in the woods and the mountains.
Well, it's kind of like grounding.
It's a lot like grounding.
And I think my grounding is sitting on the dock by at the end of the marina and watching the sunset, or just looking at the water.
You're a water girl.
Yeah, that's my grounding.
Right. When I first moved here, have you ever gone to Fort Zachary?
Yes.
When I first moved here, every day at lunch, I would go there and lay on those damn Australian pines. I'd just lay there and look up at the tops of them in the sky. And I thought, if I can stay here 3 years, that's going to be lucky, because there is not 1 square inch of dirt. Every house is on top of each other. And now I look at it and go, oh, look there's a little spot you could put something.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow, there's a 1 foot by 1 foot spot. We could put a sign.
Yeah, I know.
Put something there. You get used to it.
Yeah.
Like you're saying about the drive to work. Whereas in Arkansas, I don't know where you.
Oh man. Well, for 5 years, I drove an hour and a half one way.
Exactly.
And then when I got a divorce, I moved about not even a mile from my job.
Right.
So that was nice.
Not even a mile. Yeah.
But you can't walk it in Hot Springs. You'll get run over.
Yeah. And you wouldn't want to in the winter anyway.
No. I don't miss that.
I mean, I lived in Hot Springs for a minute.
Really?
Yeah. But I'd say lived. My family spent like 6 years camping, and we traversed the country like 5 times or 6 times. I don't even know. We lost count.
Yeah.
Back and forth. From warm weather, we were in the south, and cold weather we would venture north. I mean, it was an interesting upbringing. Let me put it that way. But I felt like we camped everywhere we went. You know, so I stayed in some campground in Hot Springs for probably a month, you know, and then we moved.
Hot Springs is cool.
It was fun. What I remember, it was cool, and there was also kind of geological digging place there
Oh, yeah.
that we went to that I was totally.
Murfreesboro?
Oh my God!
Diamond mining.
Yeah. The one we went to, I forget. I think it was amethyst that we found or something.
yeah.
But it totally hooked me at an early age. So then everywhere we go, I'd pan for gold.
That's cool.
Yeah. Hey, I had some until my cousin threw it away, but that's another story.
Righto.
Yeah, but I do miss that kind of stuff. So let's talk about this. You've been here 2 years. Have you gone fishing?
No, not here. I want to though.
No?
Yeah, but I'm scared I'm gonna get like a really big fish. I'm used to like perch and bass and stuff. Like, what if I get a monster?
What am I going to do with this thing?
What am I gonna do?
No,
Like,
you're
I'm
going to
not
reel
that
it in and get it on the boat. Oh man, that would be great. All right, note to self: wherever we go fishing, we're going to have to invite you.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Well, you need to go out. There's a lot of different fishing here, and I have still yet to go bone fishing. And I've lived here your whole life.
Yeah.
Not quite your whole life, but almost.
Yeah.
I mean, deep sea fishing's a gamble. You never know if you're going to get anything. Bottom fishing's fun because you know you're going to get dinner. But I've never gone bone fishing.
I've just never fished here. I did have my fishing license when I first moved here, but I had good intentions.
How about diving? Have you learned how to dive yet?
No, I did snorkel.
You snorkel?
Yeah.
There you go.
That was cool. You can get lost, like, just looking. You're like, oh.
Get disoriented.
Let me get up. Let me see where I'm at.
Where the hell
That
am
was
I?
Cool, though.
Yeah,
It was
it
super
is.
cool.
Years ago when I was younger, Western Sambo was kind of one of my favorite spots to go. And I always liked, when I was diving, I'd like to just go down in about 20 feet of water, 25, 30 feet of water, and find a nice sandy patch and just go down and sit.
Yeah.
And just sit there and just slowly look around you and watch everything. It's a whole different world just 20 feet down. I mean, it's just a different world.
I want to see. Yeah.
It's amazing.
I love it.
I encourage you to learn how to
I
dive.
will.
I need to re-up my cert, but we'll get there one day.
Yeah.
So what else is going on with you over there?
Nothing really.
Nothing really?
I'm kind of boring.
Kinda?
A little bit.
Well, you sell insurance, so you need to do something exciting.
Well, okay, so during the week, I hardly ever go out, so
Right.
this is a treat to me.
Ooh, this is a
And
school night, boys and girls.
It is a school night. And I'll be home by 9 o'clock, for sure. I'll be in bed by 10. But yeah, during the week, so I set my alarm every evening for the sunset. I walk down to the end of the dock, I take some pictures, I post them. Because my friends back home, they love them. It gives them peace,
Yeah.
And so anyway, I just do that. And then on the weekends, I usually hang out with my friends. So our favorite spot is right there at the tree bar.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's our
Okay.
favorite spot.
It's hard to beat that fresh squeezed juice if you do that, or the Bloody Mary, or
Yeah.
just the fact that you're just outside,
People watching.
people watching at a bar. I mean, it's a great vibe. It is a great vibe. I love that bar. It's probably one of my favorites in this whole damn town.
Me too, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to me whenever I was drinking a lot.
Yeah. I don't drink that much.
Yeah, I don't drink it all anymore.
That's good.
Full disclosure, no alcohol
Yeah,
for
that's
me.
good.
Want to get me something? I'll take a water or a club soda.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Those are good.
really, really strong. Throw me some fruit in there, and I'm extra excited.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of boring, how boring am I?
No, I think it's great. My son, he just turned 23 a couple of days ago.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, he moved here last October on his 22nd birthday. And
Wow.
he'll probably get mad at me for saying this in an interview, but I hope not because I'm proud of him. He got completely sober on December 4th, and he's still sober. He moved back in March back to Arkansas, and he's still sober. He's doing great.
So December will be 1 year.
Yeah.
Congratulations, buddy. The first year's probably the hardest,
Yeah.
and then after that, it's just really. So for me, it started out. I was doing every January. It wasn't a January 1 thing. It's like January the 3rd, I would go, okay, I need to dry out for a month. And so usually I would not drink until Super Bowl. And then Super Bowl came in February, so it was like really a month.
Yeah.
And I did that like 2 or 3 years in a row. And then I decided, you know what? I think I'm gonna do 3 months. And it wasn't that difficult. And so then it was like, well, let's just go longer.
Yeah.
And next thing I know, it was a year.
Yeah.
I mean, the first year was the hardest, though. I don't think I was ever tempted, but you see where I'm at 24/7. I mean, I'm right in the middle of a party, so it's really readily available all the time. But bartenders are easy to train.
Yeah.
Once you tell them what you drink, they'll get it for you every time, no matter what it is. And they'll hand you a club soda or a bottle of water just as quick as they will a beer.
Yeah, totally. I used to bartend in my 20s, so.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
Were you good?
I was really good.
Yeah? Made money?
I made a lot of money.
Yeah, I bet. You never ever think about doing it on the weekend or picking it up?
Yeah, well, actually, when I moved here, I was going to do that, and I broke my hip, so I couldn't walk or work for a month.
Damn, that sucks.
And I was like, I guess I'll go back to being an insurance agent, which I'm glad. The universe has a way of putting you in places that you need to be when you need to be there. So.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
The powers that be.
Yeah. Why fight it? If it came along, would you do it?
Yeah, I would probably do like a little fruity drink stand. I don't want to use my brain. I use it every day.
Wait a minute.
Like Fat Tuesdays. I don't know exactly what they do because I don't really go in there.
You have to remember where it is.
It's just like,
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. But I'm kind of old now, so I might not.
Kind of old?
Yeah, I'm almost 50.
Woo!
So I probably wouldn't get tipped as much. But
Well, what a great place to grow old. I'm assuming you're going to stay here for another
I hope so.
2 or 3 years?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
If I ever move, I was talking to Tim earlier, if I ever moved, I want to live still in a hot place, but maybe in a different country, maybe a more simple life, like even a more simple life.
Yeah.
In a hut.
Well, I can tell you, the simple life ain't so easy.
No.
It's simple for a reason, because it's hard to get basic necessities.
Yeah.
But I'm totally with you. I mean, I'm all in favor of it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bougie, but I can deal with next to nothing really well.
Me too. Like I can adapt.
I'm very adaptable.
Me too.
I sometimes kick and scream in the beginning, but once I jump in, I'm usually all in. I can do it. Well, that's what I was saying about the woods. For me, I would like a cabin in the woods, and it could be pretty damn simple. I wouldn't require a whole lot. But anyway. So, what's your future plans? What do you see in your future?
I don't know.
Give me what do you think you'll be doing in 5 years from now?
I used to do that. I used to think about the future, but I try to live one day at a time, or at least 1 week at a time.
You're all about here and now?
I'm trying. That is part of my my self-reflection, my growth.
So can I just encourage you to go back into writing poetry?
Yes, I need to get all the crap out
There's
of my
stuff
head.
up there, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I got so much crap up there, but I need to empty all that out and then
dump it, download it,
and just
Well, start writing some stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I tell myself that, but I'm a horrible writer. But see what happens.
I used to write crazy stories when I was in college. I won't talk about it though.
Why not?
It was too crazy.
When you say crazy, were they like futuristic, or were they like?
Yeah. Okay. So
really?
I am not a conspiracy theorist at all.
You don't have to be.
But I used to be. But I'm not. Because I don't even care. Like, what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You're not gonna do anything.
And who says it's conspiracy anyway?
Yeah.
People that don't believe it.
Yeah. So like, I'm just like whatever. And I was a late bloomer. I was 27 when I started college. Right. I had a baby all by myself. Little baby.
You didn't have any help having a baby?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Just a sperm donor. But anyway, so yeah, I had to write.
You really did, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Utopia Society.
Okay.
And I went to sleep for 100 years. This was an assignment, and I was like, oh my God, like what? I don't even know, like what am I going to write about? So I had this friend named Donnie. He was the old hippie biker guy. And I was like, hey Donnie, can I come over? I didn't watch television. He watched Discovery Channel like crazy, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, hey Donnie, can I come over, and drink some beer in your shop or what have you, and let me pick your brain. I have this crazy paper. And he's like, okay. So I wrote that paper. I never watched The Matrix. I never read the book. I didn't know anything about The Matrix.
Oh boy.
Apparently my paper was a lot like The Matrix, and I had to read it to the class, and really glad I didn't get put in a psych ward. It was pretty wild.
Really? So it was very Matrix
Yeah.
kind of.
And I didn't even know. Like, 'cause
Right.
I was kind of, I didn't do TV.
I say that I didn't either. I mean, I grew up with no TV. It was my first year in college was really my first introduction to TV.
Oh, wow.
And now I have one that's on one channel and it stays on that channel and it never changes. Unless there's college football on, and then it'll change. But I keep it on Motor Trend, and all I do is watch car shows.
Heck yeah, my dad does
That's
that.
all I do.
That's what my dad does.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
like your dad then.
See, I don't, I don't know a lot about boats.
Your dad's pretty
still.
damn cool.
He's so cool. I don't know a lot about boats, but I'll tell you, I know a lot about cars.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about either one of them either, but I know what I like and I know what I don't necessarily want.
Yeah. Right.
It's like I have a friend he owns a race car, and people ask me about it. I'm like, it goes fast. It's a Porsche GT3. I don't know how many horsepower, how many braking. I don't know all that crap. I don't know any of that. I just know it goes fast, and I love watching it.
Yeah.
And if I could be there every weekend, I would.
It's fun.
It is so much fun.
It is.
Boats. I'm not a huge water baby, but I love them. I mean. If I could afford a yacht, I'd have one.
Oh man, they're nice.
No,
They're
but
really nice.
honestly, my favorite boat, we kind of have three. I should really put it all on Valerie. Valerie has three boats. And the favorite one is the last one that she got for me. And it's about a 12-foot inflatable dinghy with a hard bottom, and it's got a 13 horsepower Yamaha on it. I love it. It's my boat.
Heck yeah, I like that. That's super fun.
I'm perfectly happy with that.
I want a dinghy.
That's all I need.
That would be super. Because you could get out of the marina and really see the sunset.
You're not that damn far away from, because we're in the mooring fields.
Okay.
I was going to show you, but you know where we are.
Yeah.
So you come out and you head west or southwest towards Sigsbee out that harbor, and then you run along Sigsbee, and then at that point you go wherever you want to go. Well, if you swing on around and keep heading west into the mooring fields, we're on the very western end of the mooring fields, at the very end, going towards the bridge, the Fleming Key Bridge. I mean, we're probably 1 mile from you.
I know, it's so crazy, isn't it?
It is.
It's wild.
Well, it's kind of funny because she'll tell me, she'll spend like 2 or 3 days out there. She'll go, oh, you'll never guess who stopped by today. I'm like, oh, okay. They'll swing around, hey, Valerie, are you here? And of course the dog goes crazy.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
they know when the dog's crazy that she's there. So anyway, what else you got over there?
What?
What else do you have over there to tell the world? Anything you want to tell?
Yeah, I'm kind of sad because with the hurricane thing, even though we didn't get hit hard these few times, or even Ian, but it's a little scary because a lot of us can't afford a hotel room, even with the locals discount, and we don't really want to stay at cots.
Right.
And it's just that kind of concerns me. I wish there was something in place.
I think do they still open up the high school?
I don't know.
They used to open up the high school as a storm shelter.
Yeah.
But that's like cots better, but it's still, 500 people in a gymnasium or in an auditorium.
And cots is kind of full. I mean, it's full. It's right by me.
It's what?
It's right by me.
Right.
So it's kind of full.
Yeah. Well, it is a really difficult thing, even for for us down here, it's a special situation. And I've lived here since 1985. and people will go, "You better leave. You need to get out of there. You need to go."
Where are you gonna go?
And that's just it. It's like I have to go where to like Orlando, and then if it does like these storms, and that's where it cuts across.
Yeah.
If it's coming from the Atlantic, it often bounces and goes along the seaboard and doesn't come in. But if it does, it comes in somewhere between Homestead, Miami. It comes in somewhere in there, and will bounce around and then head either east back to the coast or west of the Gulf. And where are you? You're stuck at a hotel.
Yeah.
And then that brings up the other point. It's not cheap to evacuate. You figure 4 or 5 nights.
That's
and-
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Here or anywhere, really.
Anywhere,
It's crazy.
even if it's $100 a night,
It's bad.
it's still you're spending $500 a night, and then you come home, and you may or may not be allowed to get back in.
Exactly.
And now you got to find another place to stay that's not going to be available because everybody close by is taking everything.
Yeah,
It's a
and
mess.
your place may be gone. You don't even know.
Right.
You know?
It's a
I guess it's the gamble. It's the chance we take, whether it be hurricanes or tornadoes. I guess it's just life.
It is. Well, here's the one thing I will say that I wish that we would have some kind of treaty. I don't know what it would be with Cuba,
Yes.
because I've always told Valerie, I said the ones below us and the ones coming from the west are the ones that scare the bejesus out of me. And the best place for us to be able to go would be 90 miles across the strait over to Havana and stay in Havana.
Yeah.
It would be the smartest and the best place for us to go.
Well, yeah. Well, like my people back in Arkansas, they were like, why aren't you evacuating? I said, if I go north, which is the only place I can go, I'm going right into it. There's gas shortages. There's traffic jams. The hurricane's coming. The only place to go is Cuba, and
really
I can't
is.
go to Cuba.
And that's why I
so-
say I wish in a national emergency we would have some kind of provision that we could take our boat and
We should work on that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm coming after you.
Okay.
All right. Because, I mean, a 40-foot boat, you could be over there in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
4 or 5 hours, you could be over there. And you'd be safe. And your boat would be safe.
And maybe,
Safer.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe if it was, just certain like nice people. You know what I mean? Like they get to interview us, and then if we're nice, then we get to go.
So that'll be your job. You'll have to
totally-
start interviewing people and
I will
start
be
the
the
list.
ambassador.
So there you go. It'll start with you.
Okay. I'd be good at it. Hey, there's my friend Jeff. Hey.
You'll have a stamp their passport. You're in. You're out.
I can do it.
Could you be bribed?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Just making sure.
What are you talking about? No, I'm just kidding. No. Actually, I am.
I'm not good at bribing people. It doesn't ever work for me, does it, Tim?
It's actually my bad trait is my honesty.
That's your bad trait? That's horrible.
It's so bad.
Such a shame.
It's so bad. I get broken up with and all that jazz.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I'm just honest. I'm not mean. I'm just honest.
Right.
So, and I expect honesty from everyone.
Oh boy.
But they're not.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
You're asking for a lot there.
Not really. It's a bare minimum.
That's a big bill to pay though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most people have a hard time with that.
It's stupid. Like it should be easy.
Yeah, it should be, but we place emphasis on a lot of things that we shouldn't, and we make things more difficult than they are.
I know. And life could be so simple.
It should be.
It could be.
But, there again, Bob Marley, we make our lives so hard.
Yeah, true.
And he's correct about that. We do.
We do.
It's horrible.
We're complicated.
We are complicated. We make it complicated.
We do.
Way more than it should be.
Way.
All right, so anything else you need to tell us before you go?
No, not really.
We need to figure out a way to get to Cuba during storms?
Yes, I'll be the ambassador.
Okay,
I'll
you'll
be
be
the
the
judge of
ambassador.
character.
All right,
Yeah,
judge of character.
yeah.
All right, that sounds good.
Okay.
And anything else? I think the last thing I need to ask you is I have one tough question.
Okay,
You ready for a tough question?
I guess.
Uh-oh. Are you sure?
I don't know. I'm kind of scared. I don't know.
You've been worried all this time I was going to ask
I'm
you this.
sweating bullets.
And here we go. I'm going to ask.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
If you were a pizza, what kind of pizza would you be?
Oh my God. I would
gosh.
be supreme
Oh.
without mushrooms.
Oh.
And never anchovies. Oh my God, those are so bad. Like
Really?
they're not bad tasting. They're just bad smelling. Like you're ruined. Your mouth is ruined. But I love supreme. But I'm a weirdo. I take all the stuff off and I eat it, and then I eat the crust. But you know, I'm a weirdo.
So you eat vegetables in your meat, and then you eat the bread.
Like if it falls off, I'm happy because I've been made fun of for doing that.
Have you?
Yeah.
Note to self: I need to watch you eat a slice of pizza one day.
I'll just be like,
Yeah, I want to
It'll
see
fall
it.
off, and I'm
Are you a
like,
fork and knife?
no.
No. Fingers only. Well, then you're not that bad.
I know.
You're pretty good. Well, on behalf of my guests, TV Tim and production crew, the staff at Angelina's, I want to thank you.
Thank you.
Thank everybody for
What a
watching. And I
pleasure.
forgot to mention, subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
Please sit with Kit, subscribe, and share
Yeah.
and
absolutely.
comment
Yeah.
and all those good things. Tim, I think that's all we have for tonight. Thanks everybody. Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
You were a delight.
Was I? I feel like
I don't know.
a
I don't know
goofball.
how.